Assuming Sheriff Bog wasn't sending me on another wild goose chase, I've arrived at the house of the mysterious Melkorka. I'm still not sure how she ties into the disappearances, but she's the only lead I've got. According to the sheriff's description, she sounds like a recluse, probably the town's resident gossipy spinster.
Good evening, Agent Tethers. I see you found my note.
Quickly,
come inside before they see us.
I see you're a puzzle fan, Miss Teeterdaughter?
I dabble. Keeps the brain sharp. And my friends call me Korka. I would hope you're a friend, Agent Tethers. Can I get you a drink? Or a crossword?
Just the facts, ma'am. Is this the latest from Hanji Monosaki?
Rated 4 dragons, they said. Monosaki-sensei's lost his edge.
I thought it was kind of tricky. Board games! And they're all for 2 players only! Marry me. Oh, I mean, you should try the new strategy game, Marry Me. It's fun for the whole family. You mentioned a note. Are you the one who slipped a note with a puzzle under my door?
Forgive the theatrics, Agent Tethers. I knew your reputation, but I had to be sure you had what it takes.
Your puzzle had a list of all the missing people in Scoggins for over a decade.
I've been keeping track. Somebody has to.
There's a name I didn't recognize. Halder Magnusson.
Halldór. He was my partner.
Business partner?
8 years ago, he went into the woods. Never came back.
What does this mean? Isaac Davner does not exist.
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
Test pilot Ed Davis? But that's Isaac Davner.
And look at the date of that article.
16 years ago. And that's just a few weeks before the date of the first missing persons case.
Exactly.
How are the hidden people tied into all this?
Seriously, Agent Tethers? Maybe I misjudged you. Are you here to investigate a crime? Or to chase after forest gnomes, like those gullible fools in the Brotherhood cult?
None of this explains how Bjorn and his Brotherhood cult is involved.
Think clearly, Nelson. That lodge has been a part of the town for decades. The disappearances started only 16 years ago. There is only one explanation. Ed Davis, your Isaac Davner, is a serial murderer.
But the hidden people! I saw them take Isaac away.
Smokescreen. Davner disappeared just as you were getting too close. You're the only one who can find him and stop him.
I don't know what to think. I need some gum.
Let me see your map. I have marked approximately where in the woods Halldór disappeared. Once the FBI showed up, Ed Davis ran back into hiding.
But
you want to find Isaac Davner? Head back to the scene of his crimes.
all right, I'll do it. Someone has got to investigate.
Come back whenever you find something, Nelson. I'll be up. I can stay up all night.
Well then. I've arrived at the point Corca marked on my map. No signs yet of anyone here. That's Edvard, one of the members of the Brotherhood cult. Got to find out what he's... Edvard gave me the slip. And now I have no idea where I am. I'll have to find my way back to... I can't believe it, but I found the body of an astronaut. I don't want to, but I've got to see.
Nelson, I didn't hear you come in.
I went to the spot you marked in the woods.
Did you find Ed Davis?
More than that. I saw one of Bjorn's cult members out there, probably covering up the scene of the crime.
Why now?
Bjorn must have seen us talking, or the sheriff. It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
I found the body of an astronaut.
An astronaut.
Like in my dreams, but real.
As real as the hidden people?
The hidden people! The forest is full of them! Staring, whispering.
You've been in Scoggins too long. You're chasing shadows.
You don't believe me. The hidden people, the Brotherhood, the astronaut. It's all connected.
Maybe you have uncovered something. Where did you see this astronaut?
It was, I don't know. I got turned around, but I know I saw it.
If you did see something, there's nothing you can do tonight.
You're right. I'll check it out tomorrow. Good night. A night's rest is exactly what I needed to clear my head. Even in daylight, I'd never be able to find that astronaut on my own. But I can pay a visit to the lodge to find out what the Brotherhood was doing in the forest.
Isn't right. No, this isn't right.
Nelson Tethers, FBI puzzle research. I have some questions.
No, they are angered.
Enough's enough, Bjorn. I demand that you answer my questions.
Angry whispers. Brotherhood is broken. No. Can't do this, small man.
He's not being evasive. He's gone insane.
Thank you, Agent Tethers.
You're going to have to explain what's going on.
I will try.
I know you're behind all of the missing person cases in Scoggins.
That's not true.
Then why did I see your man Edvard in the woods last night?
He was searching for Shoulder.
The other cult, member of the Brotherhood?
Yeah. He went to commune with the hidden people. Never returned. Now he is lost.
Why were you trying to keep me from finding Isaac Davner?
He was chosen. The hidden people whispered to him. He had to listen.
Where is he now?
He is lost, like the others. The hidden people are angered.
How do you talk to the hidden people?
I do not. They choose. I have never seen them.
Well, if you're not behind the disappearances, who is?
I do not know. You must find them, Agent Tethers. Bring them home. All of them. Shiolda, Edvard, Isaac, Olav.
I'll do what I can. Who's Olaf?
Olaf Velhaven. The first man lost to the forest many years ago.
Where was he seen last?
In his cabin in Sesame Woods.
Bjorn insists the Brotherhood isn't behind the disappearances. For some reason, I believe him. I'm relieved they're not trying to kill me, but that only leaves me with one theory. Isaac Davner really is a serial murderer. Bjorn's pointed out the cabin of Olaf Velhaven on my map. Maybe I'll find some leads there. Oh. The lock on Olaf's cabin was a little tricky. Who or what was he trying to keep out? The cabin seems untouched. I must be the first person here in years. Apparently, Olaf Velhaven had an interest in astronomy. There's got to be something in his journals or equipment that gives a clue to his disappearance. Olaf seems to have been particularly interested in lunar eclipses. There's got to be a connection between the eclipses. How could one man possibly need this many socks? This looks like some kind of mathematical formula? That's no good. There's just not enough information here to solve this one yet. I wonder if Olav moved to the wilderness to better see the stars. Aha! But why would an astronomer come to Scoggins to do his research? Looks like Olav was a fan of Galileo. This is odd. Why would an astronomer be studying psychology? That's it! But what does this have to do with his other research? It's focused on the moon, just like Olav was. It's no good. There's just not enough information here to solve this one yet. Olav seems to have been particularly interested in lunar eclipses. Olaf Velhoven kept a record of the time and date of every penumbral eclipse for years. Why was he so interested in lunar eclipses?
And a cucumber sandwich. Also, I've reached a remarkable breakthrough. A direct link between the phases of the moon and the disorders of the human mind. But seriously about that sandwich. It's so simple. All of the moon's complex energies, electrical energy, in the brain of the lunatic, all interrelated. All reduced to one beautiful, elegant formula. Thank you, all of you. A song in celebration. La 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 la. Nose and waters. Received the letter today. Imagine, the greatest finding in the history of astral psychology, and they claim my research has no scientific merit. But their loss. If NASA ignores my work, perhaps a private investor.
NASA? If Olav Velhoven's journal is to be believed, he made an incredible discovery. He's mathematically solved lunacy. What could be causing this headache? Never mind. I've got to get back to Korkus and tell her what I've discovered. Hi, Mrs. Garrett.
Hello, Agent Tethers. I hope you had a good night.
I did, actually, thanks to a mysterious benefactor.
Oh, it's not that mysterious. I'm sure she whoever it was just hated the thought of you being out there in the dark and cold.
Mrs. Garrett, was anyone pressuring you to keep me from checking in?
What? Oh, no. That business about the vacancies was just, a clerical error. Oh, silly me.
Well, okay.
It's just that some people don't trust outsiders because they see this town as a family. A brotherhood of Scoggins, if you will. but that's no reason to be inhospitable.
Is there anyone else staying in the hotel?
To be honest, no. Why do you ask?
Somebody left a strange note under my door last night. Couldn't see who it was.
Oh my, I was at the desk all night, and I didn't see or hear anyone come in or out.
Has anyone in town actually seen the hidden people?
Agent Tethers, that's just crazy talk. The only gnomes in Scoggins are the little wooden ones.
Speaking of that, what happened to your collection from the window?
Oh, those? I sold them to that nice man Steve at the diner. Made a tidy profit, too.
Nobody's ever mentioned actually seeing one of the hidden people?
Oh, Agent Tethers, they're just stories people tell to make the long winters more interesting. Nobody really believes in that. Except that poor Bo Murphy, I guess. And Steve, over at the diner. Oh, and the Brotherhood, of course.
Have you seen Bo Murphy? The last time I saw him, he was in the alley talking to someone. I was hoping to ask him some questions about it.
Bo Murphy? Well, I haven't seen him in... Oh my, how long has it been since I've seen him? Must have been around the time you were here last.
That's been quite some time.
Mumbled something about going into the woods to finish a conversation. Haven't seen him since.
Did you file a missing persons report with the sheriff for Bo Murphy?
Oh my, no. I didn't even realize he was gone until you mentioned it. Bo was always a little unusual, even before he started talking about the whispers. I'm sure he'll be back before you know it.
I'm actually kind of curious about that hot dish I've been hearing about.
Oh, sorry, Agent Tethers. We really are out of the hot dish for real, I'm afraid. It's been a bad winter for moose meat, and the man who usually delivers the cilantro has gone mysteriously missing.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Next time I see that cross-country skier, I need to remember to ask him if he's seen anything. It's possible he's not a local, which means he might actually be helpful. Is there anything else you can tell me about Daryl?
He's allergic to walnuts. What do you want to know? Not much to it, Mr. FBI. He went missing out past Sesame Woods, and somebody needs to go look for him.
Corca. I was right. This is big.
Nelson, did you find something at the lodge?
It's much bigger than the cult. Bjorn led me to a cabin in the woods where a scientist was investigating something to do with space.
Really?
I think it's part of some government cover-up.
Ooh, a cover-up?
Hidden recordings. He'd found something out there.
Yes, yes.
But after he reported it, he disappeared. And they tried to take me off the case. This could go all the way to the top. The CIA, the NSA, the Trilateral Commission.
Oh my.
Now I've got proof. I was starting to think I was losing my mind, that no one believed me.
I believe you, Nelson. I think you're ready to see this.
Huh?
Good men like Haldor got too close. They started to find out too much. NSA and the Freemasons had to take them, shut them up. You can hear it if you know how to listen. CIA curiosity suppression rays. Sounds like whispers in the forest.
But the astronaut.
Astronauts? Charlatans. Don't be so naive, Nelson. Everybody knows Kennedy faked the space race to distract the world from a real breakthrough. The Kittimat incident. The first viable Bigfoot-human hybrid.
Well, I gotta go. Not sure what to believe anymore. Could I be going as crazy as Korka? Maybe these hidden people really are just a product of my imagination. The only sane person I've spoken to is Dr. Verstecht at the campground. Maybe I should talk to him.